Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm here with the new MAC concealer. Remember I told you guys I was going to get it? This was the fastest shipping ever. I got it and I said, you know what, let me do a really first impressions. I haven't even taken it out of the box. Alright, so this is the Studio Radiance 24HR Luminous Lift Concealer. Retails for $31. Is a total of 44 shades. I got the shade NC45. I'm NC50 in MAC. So I like a bright under eye, so I went with NC 45. Like I said, I haven't opened it, I haven't swatched it, I haven't done anything. Alright, so it's a weightless radiant concealer, provides 24-hour medium buildable coverage. Of course, I'm not testing that for 24 hours. 90% immediate hydration and diminishes the look of dark circles over time by 18%. Anything else that you guys need to know is going to be listed in the description box. All right. Typical MAC packaging. I'm so anxious to see. Oh, I thought it said NC34. Okay. NC45. I loved, as soon as I saw the packaging online, I loved it. Look at the packaging. I think it's so cute. I love the black. And you know, you can, well, I don't know if this, you can see the concealer, but needless to say, I love the packaging. Okay, let's see. Oh, the applicator is fat. For some reason, I wasn't expecting, I love a fat applicator. Look at the applicator. It's nice. All right, NC45. Let's see what you're looking like. It's looking golden. It's looking golden. It's not too bright. Perfect. Okay. NC45. See that? Nice golden undertone. Look at me with these bands from Sephora. I really like them. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the Studio Radiance Foundation. I wanted everything fresh. And since, you know, I'm pairing it with the, I think it was made for this foundation because this is Studio Radiance. I have it in NC50. Like I said, if you're here for the first time, all my other comparable foundation shades is I usually have it in the description box. So let's just go ahead quickly and put this on. I don't know when last I used this, honestly, because I have too much foundation and I'm sick about talking about how much foundation I have. So I put a little bit of the, my hyperpigmentation is really clearing up, guys. So I mean, it's been tedious. I've been doing the aloe vera like non-stop and I think it's helping. So I have the Dior shade 6, a little bit of that on the high points of my face, and I did a little bit of color correcting, but not a lot, not like how much I was doing in the past. So I know the aloe is definitely working. Okay, let's go in with the concealer. Now, what do I look for in a concealer? Minimal creasing, because I think all concealers, not necessarily crease, but it could go into, you know, if you have lines. Oh, it feels lovely. Like if you have lines, I want minimal creasing. And at least last me 6 to 8 hours. So I'm gonna do one side first. I don't know. I mean, it feels luminous and creamy, but I don't want to let it like sit too long since this is the first time I'm using it. It feels really nice. The consistency, now that I'm blending it out, feels very thin. Very thin and lightweight. It's definitely radiant. Like with the applicator and stuff, the way the concealer was sitting on it, I thought it would be thicker. This is really light. Very light. And it's disappearing. This is, okay, this is super skin-like. It's just, look at that. It's just disappearing into my skin. It's disappearing into my skin. That pretty much blended itself. And I'm getting a medium coverage. Now, I can see a little darkness here. Like I said, I didn't like really correct. It covered. It's thin. The consistency, like, it disappears into your skin. Wow. And I put a little bit more there. It's feeling really, this one I'm gonna let sit a little bit. It's just feeling, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very, I don't know if it's really radiant. It's very dewy so far. Feels super dewy on the skin. I'm still gonna let that sit for a little bit. Let's see how it works. Sitting very dewy. And look how it disappears. Wow. I like this. Very good coverage, and it just melts into your skin. It's not heavy, very skin-like, very lightweight, but has coverage. Okay, so it's Serum-Infused Concealer, medium buildable coverage. Okay, so I built it. I agree with that. Natural radiant finish. It's looking natural and dewy. I won't go as far as radiant. I think there's a slight difference between radiant and dewy. I'm getting like dewy. And of course, it's over top of the Radiant Foundation. It's beautiful so far. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It looks really, really pretty. Look at that. But nothing overly, it's very subtle. This NC45 shade is, if you're NC50 and MAC, I would go with this. It's perfect. It's not too bright. I thought it would be lighter. It's not. This is perfect, I think, to highlight. It's not over the top. This is beautiful. I really like this so far. All right, let's look at the time. It's 3:06 p.m. 3:06. I'm filming late because, like I said, I got it and I decided to film it. It's concealer. I don't need to wear concealer like for hours and hours and hours to get an idea of, well, yeah, now it's 3:07 p.m. I'm going to come back and I'm going to set, I don't want to set it. It's really beautiful. Now it's looking a little radiant. All right, so, or maybe because I'm under the lights. I'm going to go off camera and come back and I'm going to set it on camera. All right. This initial application of this concealer is 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. This is the lightest concealer I think I've ever used. And you can tell it's serum. That's how it feels. It's so light. It's so dewy and sort of radiant and just light and just beautiful. My initial impressions, oh wow. I am really, really impressed. I love the formula of this. Wow, the formula, I mean, the foundation is good. The formula, all right, so I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury powder, but I'm only going to use one today. I want it to be more about the concealer, so I'm just going to use shade 2. Usually I would pair it with the brightening powder. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to use shade 2. I think this is the perfect powder because this is not so like matte as opposed to the one size powders, and I'm not going to put too much. See, just lightly. Get it in there. And I'm going to set my entire face with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish as well. Oh, my skin. Oh, that looks beautiful. Oh, look at my nose where the concealer is. This is a beautiful concealer, guys. I really hope it wears well. Like I said, I don't need long to tell me that if I like a concealer or not. But I would like to see how it wears for a few hours. This is beautiful. Oh, wow. All right, guys, I'll finish up the rest of my face and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is how everything is looking. It's beautiful. So far, it's holding up nicely. I finished my makeup. I don't see any creasing because that's my concern. It's so dewy. Sometimes when something gets so dewy, it tends to separate, even with powder. And this Charlotte Tilbury powder is not a heavy powder. So after my wear test, I'll figure out if I should wear it with maybe a more heavy matte powder like the One Size or Huda, or if I should wear it with this. But so far, it's looking stunning. The rest of my face, beautiful. I forgot how pretty the foundation is. I haven't worn it in so long. Yeah. So anyway, I'll come back later this evening or maybe tonight with my final thoughts. Hopefully it wears well. But for now, stuck to my chair. For now, this is beautiful. I love it. I love the way it looks. All right, guys. I'll see you later. All right, guys. So I am back for my final check-in. It is now almost 8 o'clock. So around 5 hours. I wanted to keep it on longer, but I mean, I'm going out. I'm going to be wearing it longer, but I wanted to come back and film because I'm leaving pretty soon. It looks good. It looks really good. Look at that. Because as dewy as it is, I really thought I would have had more separation because every time I do any type of complexion review, I don't touch up. And I was thinking, oh, I may have some creasing. Look at that, nothing. And you saw how little bit powder I put. So, of course, in my video, I'm gonna give you guys an update. I'm gonna write in how long I wore it and how it looked. But for right now, for almost 5 hours, I think it looks good. And for a concealer, this is pretty much good. I can't see any creasing at all. Look at my under eyes. This is a beautiful concealer. In my opinion, I love it. Now, if you're looking for something heavy, something like Huda, something like Urban Decay, even something like Pat. Pat is very creamy, but I think Pat is full coverage as well. Makeup by Mario, to me, those are full coverage. This is medium, and it feels very, very, very light. It disappears into your skin like the niacinamide, but it's more liquidy. That's the closest I can think of like a recent concealer that I've used, but this is much more radiant. And I love the color NC45. I'm glad I picked this shade up. I think it's a really, really good shade for me. It has just the right amount of highlight. And you know, I put it in the center of my face. So you can see the dewiness. It doesn't look greasy, but you can see illumination. My nose, a little bit on my chin, around my forehead. So before I leave out of the house, I'm going to just touch up my nose and like right here, but I wanted to come back so you guys can see how my skin looks. This is a beautiful concealer. This is why I'm always going to be a MAC girl. They'll be dropping some bangers sometimes. And I think wearing it, my mirror keeps falling, wearing it with the Radiance Foundation as well, Chef's Kiss, 10 out of 10. It's beautiful. The package, so pretty. Look at the packaging. Love it. They did a great job with this. I think you guys are gonna like it. Like you guys that are picking it up, I think a lot of people are going to like it. Maybe if you're like extremely oily, I don't know if it's for extremely oily skin or even oily skin. I think it's definitely good for dry skin. It's probably good for combination skin, but it depends on where you get oily. But for me, as a dry skin person, I love it. I think it's beautiful. And of course, I'm going to wear it in other videos as well. You know, when I do like my get ready with me and stuff, but I love it so much. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.